Ford said if you need a past, get a Mach 1. In aviation, the term Mach 1 refers to the speed of sound, and because that speed changes depending on altitude, temperature, and air density, Mach 1 is actually a ratio that represents the speed rather than the exact mile or kilometer per hour speed rating. The faster you go, the higher the Mach number. When retired U.S. Air Force General and test pilot Chuck Yeager became the first human to travel faster than the speed of sound back in 1947, and he went for quite a ride, as the Bell X-1 experimental aircraft shook violently as he approached Mach 1, but smoothed out as he rocketed through the sound barrier to Mach 1.06. This Mach 1 is the fanciest of the various Mustang packages available for 1969, and it features the brutal 428 Cobra Jet V8 with ram air induction, and it's also quite a ride. Many people think the 69 Mach 1 Mustang is one of the best looking muscle cars ever made, including this guy. And this one's pretty wild. It's got its original 428 under the hood and numbers matching driveline. And I've never been there, but Acapulco blue sure looks nice. Mustangs have always been available in various flavors, and the Mach 1 arrived on the scene in 1969 to give buyers a Mustang that delivered comfort and style in addition to high performance. Mach 1s are easily recognizable with their exterior appearance package consisting of a blacked out hood, sport slats, and a rear wing, 4 exhaust tips, and reflective stripe package. They came with the 351 V8 as the base power plant, but when you ordered one with a 428 Cobra Jet V8, well, you got the best of both worlds. The 428 Cobra Jet is a 335 horsepower rocking machine making 440 pound-feet of torque. And although this is the original engine and transmission, it's been rebuilt and freshened up a bit, which is kind of unusual. The car's only got 56,000 miles on it, which tells you that somebody had some fun with this one. The red MSD ignition box, plug wires, coil, and distributor add some performance and reliability at the expense of looking 100% original, but don't worry, we won't tell anyone. The 428 Cobra Jet V8 featured a cast crank and pistons with a 10.6-to-1 compression ratio and an advertised power rating of 335 horsepower and 445 pound-feet of torque. Numbers that didn't seem to be accurate when they were originally published. In fact, Ford advertised the 1969 Thunderbird as being more powerful than the CJ Mustang, despite a more restrictive intake, a smaller carb, and a sleepy camshaft. Well, it turns out that the horsepower rating was deflated a bit so that the Cobra Jet Mustangs fared better in NHRA racing. Back then, the NHRA used the advertised power ratings to class the cars, and the lower power meant less competition for the Mustang. But the cat was out of the bag once these big Mustangs started laying down high 13-second quarter-mile passes right off the showroom floor, so the NHRA reclassified the cars into a higher horsepower class. But those advertised power numbers, well, they stuck. The Mach 1 driver enjoys an upgraded interior space in addition to the added style outside the car, complete with comfort weave bucket seats, wood grain dash trim, and 1969 only red footwell inserts in the black carpeting. This car features an automatic C6 transmission and an AM/FM radio for more fun. Ford called the steering wheel wood-like, and the dual outside mirrors help you see who you just beat. This car is an R-code model, which in 1969 refers to the air intake system. The shaker hood scoop is functional. Ford called it the ram air induction, and it provided a breath of fresh outside air for more power. Out back, this one spins a 9-inch rear axle equipped with 325-to-1 rear gears and a limited slip differential. That 325 is a great gear ratio for highway cruising that still accelerates quickly thanks to the torque of the Cobra Jet. Mach 1s came with 14 by 6 inch steel rally wheels and white letter tires, which quickly turned into white tire smoke when the Cobra Jet took off. In dry air at 68 degrees Fahrenheit, Mach 1 equals 767 miles per hour. We know our 69 Cobra Jet here can haul the mail, but can it reach true Mach 1? Well, that might be a bit of a stretch. If you've seen our show before, you know that this is the time when we usually say something about the car and then invite you to come check out our YouTube channel or Facebook page, maybe even the website. Well, this time, we're just asking you to sit through one more shot of this sweet Mach 1 from the Brothers Collection.